So we are going to present you the Shanghai Hong Kong exchange link. So first I'm going to present you the Shanghai Stock Exchange. Established in 1891, it was closed following the establishment of People's Republic in 1939. Reopened in 1990, it's under the authorities of an agency of States Council of the People's Republic of China. In 2006, it lists the shares of 32 companies representing a market capitalization around 915 billion USD. The Shanghai Stock Exchange soared 130% in 2006 and 97% in 2007. As China's dynamic economy attracts millions of new investors to the market. In October 2007, the composite SSE peaked at 6.124 points. It suffered particularly from the financial crisis in 2008, losing more than 65.5% of its value, ending the year at 1.881 points, or a loss of 3 trillion in market capitalization. Around 120 million shares accounts were in operation at the end of 2008, and only a very small proportion of the capital of listed companies is open to the public, which amplify price movements. On the SSE, there are two main of class of stock for every listed company traded on the exchange: A share and B shares. B shares are quoted in US dollars and are generally open to foreign investments, and A shares are quoted in yuan and are only available to foreign investment through a qualified program known as UFII. Chinese equity are also traded on the Hong Kong exchange, which has been trading 8 shares in Chinese companies for many years. These equities are also open to foreign investments and are denominated in Hong Kong dollars.
Bon, il n'y a plus qu'à commencer la vidéo.
So now I'm going to present you the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. Hong Kong Stock Exchange history dates back to 1866, but the first formal stocks market, the Association of Stockbrokers in Hong Kong, was established in 1891. It was renamed the Hong Kong Stock Exchange in 1940. A second exchange was incorporated in 1921, the Hong Kong Stockbrokers Association. The two exchanges merged from the Hong Kong Stock Exchange in 1937. The rapid growth of the Hong Kong economy led to the establishment of a free over exchange in the late 1960s and early 1970s. This was a pivotal point in Hong Kong Stock Exchange history, as this merger allowed the market to grow and compete on an international scale. To enhance the competitiveness of Hong Kong Stock Exchange and to meet the challenge of an increasing globalist market, the Financial Secretary of Hong Kong SAR government announced in his budget speech on the 1st March 1999 a comprehensive market reform for the securities and futures market. So as you can see, the Hong Kong. So now the connection between the Shanghai Stock Exchange and the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. The interconnection between the Hong Kong and Shanghai Stock Exchange designed to provide foreign investors with unprecedented access to Chinese markets, with most of the traffic going to mainland Chinese equities. The agreement allows investors to trade the Chinese equities directly from Hong Kong for the first time, and allows investors from mainland China to trade Hong Kong listed securities directly from Hong Kong and vice versa. The interconnection of China's two main stocks markets will effectively create the world's third largest stock exchange with a global capitalization of about 5.6 trillion. Behind the New York Stock Exchange and the Nasdaq OMX, but ahead of London and Tokyo, according to Allianz Global Investors.
This article is an analysis of a reform which consists to plan the opening of the Shanghai Stock Exchange to foreign companies. It is written in 2012, so 2 years before the Shanghai Hong Kong Stock Connect. We have identified various problems. Shanghai Stock Exchange competed with the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. In 2012, the Shanghai Stock Exchange is destined to be a large Chinese financial center and not an international one. The banking system is entirely dominated by the big state-owned banks, influenced by the government, and the lack of convertibility of the Chinese yuan is a restriction to be taking money out of the country. These problems have international and local consequences. The current relative isolation of Shanghai Stock Exchange. The index does not move with the other major indices in the world. The lack of foreign investments. Foreign companies become more attractive to domestic investors. Imbalances in the economy. China needs more banking competition. In this article, there are some solutions which are like the responses to these problems. To be traded easily in and out of the market, they suggest having an internalization of the yuan. To have more banking competition, they develop the banking system to have more banks lending to the private sector. Hong Kong Stock Exchange can help China's banking development thanks to its legal English system. In Hong Kong in 2012, capital can come and go even if it was fragile. In 2014, to make Shanghai Stock Exchange like an international financial center and to improve the banking system to resolve the problem of the yuan convertibility, they have created the Shanghai Hong Kong Stock Connect. Now, we are talking about the key benefits of the Shanghai Hong Kong Stock Connect. First, the main advantage of the link between these two stock exchanges is for the foreign investments. Foreign investors are now able to invest directly in mainland Chinese companies instead of their offshore listed holding companies. Foreign portfolio investment is a type of investment that an investor has abroad. A foreign portfolio investment can include a variety of different assets held in foreign countries, including bonds, stock, and cash equivalents. There are many benefits to have foreign portfolio investments. It offers investors a way to diversify their holdings and benefit from international investment diversification. The linking of the two exchanges allows investors greater access to both exchanges as well as price stability. More active trading of a stock provides greater liquidity to it. Increasing trading volumes would also keep the stock price stable. It is a good thing for the Chinese corporation. Moreover, the Shanghai Hong Kong Stock Connect benefits of the Chinese economy. The government of China expects the linking of the two exchanges to contribute to stabilizing China's currency, the yuan. Just as China opened up its stock market to foreign investment, its economy got another big boost, as its stock market became the second largest in the world.
Shanghai Hong Kong Exchange Link is a cross-border investment channel that will connect both the Shanghai Stock Exchange and the Hong Kong Stock Exchange, but are other operating. So in each market, investors can be able to trade shares, to trade securities in the other foreign market using the local brokers. To do all this investment, only one money can be used. This money is the RMB, the Chinese money. To do this investment, both parts is following a program. So this program is the HKEX. So the HKEX is a pilot program permitting to both parties to have access to both markets. So this program corresponds to a strategic breakthrough in the opening up China's financial market. So this program could be very interesting for both parties. So in this exchange link, it exists two types of trading, the northbound trading and the southbound trading. The northbound trading corresponds to the fact that a specific member of a network tries to communicate with a higher level element. The southbound trading is when a specific member of a network tries to communicate with a lower level element. So the trading activity is more important in the northbound part. That means that more shares are bought and sold in the northbound part. So it exists also two different quotas, so the daily quota and the aggregate quota. So the daily quota is the maximum amount of net buying of Shanghai list securities throughout Shanghai Hong Kong Stock Connect each day. That means that investor cannot purchase value under the Shanghai Hong Kong Exchange link when the value of shares is superior to 13 billion RMB in the northbound trading, and when the value is superior to 10.5 billion RMB in the southbound trading. After the aggregate quota caps the absolute amount of fund inflow to the mainland market throughout the scheme. So in the northbound trading, the value is equal to 300 billion RMB, and in the southbound trading, it's equal to 250 billion RMB. So when the aggregate quota becomes below the daily quota, no new buy order will be accepted for the rest of the day. So the Shanghai Hong Kong Exchange Link contains many rules. For example, all investors from Hong Kong can invest in the Shanghai Stock Exchange, but not all investors from Shanghai can invest in the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. Investors from Shanghai need to have at least 500,000 RMB in the investment if they want to purchase shares in the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. Furthermore, not all shares are eligible. The eligible shares are divided in various categories such as SS 180, SSE 360 indices, or A shares or H shares listed in both Shanghai and Hong Kong stock exchanges. If you want to buy A shares, you need to buy at least a lot of 100 orders. If you want to buy the other shares, you have no rules about that. You need to know also that not only institutions are eligible to trade shares in the China stock market. Individual people are also eligible to trade that shares in these markets. You need to know also that companies need to publish all information, all document in Chinese. They cannot publish it in English because the document will not be correct. Moreover, contract cannot be filmed all the time. You need to respect trading hours to film your contract. Investors are allowed to trade on the other market only the day when both markets are open and when bank services are available on both markets on the corresponding settlement days. That means that if banking services are closed, you cannot buy shares because you will not have money. Furthermore, you cannot buy shares during the Christmas day because the Hong Kong market is closed. So it will not be possible to buy during this day. So the HKEX is the pioneer of the world financial market, connecting market but also connecting opportunities. So HKEX represents a great milestone in the development of Hong Kong and for international investors because it represents a unique gateway between mainland and international investors. It permits to facilitate trade and relation between both of them. With that unique collaboration between Shanghai and Hong Kong, foreign investors are able to invest in these territories. This investment can permit to have more diversification on the numerous investments. With that exchange link, trading is more intense and prices are more stable. So it is very good for the market between both of them. These links between both stock exchanges, so the Shanghai Stock Exchange and the Hong Kong Stock Exchange, are very interesting because they could permit to enhance the competitiveness of each place.
History is one of the massive growth and increasing market regulation to improve investor safeguards.